You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
Admittedly, it's not the easiest name in competitions to say.
But thankfully, the Ward World Championship Wildfowl Carving Competition and Art Festival is easy to attend.
Almost as long as I've been alive, we've had this show. And it brings people in from around the world. So it brings people to Delmarva. It's just an amazing thing.
And we can't really talk about Delmarva without talking about carving.
Correct. I mean, it is part of the Delmarva tradition of carving. And Worlds has been around for half a century, over 50 years. We've had the World Championships in Ocean City. From humble beginnings, like in Crisfield, Maryland, where the Ward brothers came from, carving has always been a thread of Delmarva, and this is carrying on that tradition.
Now, when you talk about traditions, we got to talk about the next generation, the younger people out there. How would you describe the level of interest when it comes to carrying on the tradition of decoy carving?
We've actually seen an increase in the number of young carvers that want to get into it. They want to follow that tradition. They want to see something that they can do with their hands and see how the live bird actually interacts with something that they've made. So we're seeing an increase in the number of kids that want to do this.
When those folks from other countries come in and they see that this Delmarva tradition is the way it is, do they just have to stop and go, wow, you guys are really setting the bar high?
Yeah, this is it. This is the epicenter of the bird earthquake, I guess. And this is really the show that everybody shoots for and aims for, to be the best of the best at different levels. There are many levels. So,
well, let's talk about some of those levels so that the folks at home are like, I had no idea that there was a level of a decoy.
Sure. So there are junior competitions for kids to get involved, and we're always trying to get more kids involved. And then as a beginner carver, you might enter a novice division as a starter. And as you progress a little bit, you might go to intermediate. And then after a while, your success builds and you become an open class carver. And an open class carver is like a professional carver. This is kind of what you do. You might actually do it for a living or to get paid. And then above that, there is 2 levels, world and master class. And those guys are the best of the best. They're the tops of the tops.
Well, the Ward Foundation is about traditions of the Eastern Shore. We cover the heritage of the carving, but we're a little bit more than that, because the carving touched everybody. It wasn't just Uncle Joe out in his shed. It was everybody that carved benefited from it. Whether it was grandma who used them in their garden. They would actually stick old decoys out in their garden to decorate. So it touched everybody. It wasn't just, a couple of the old hunters or whatnot. It touched everybody.
The 54th Ward World Championship returns to the Roland E. Powell Convention Center April 25th through the 27th, and you can find out more by going online to wardfdn.org.
Outdoors Delmarva returns right after these messages.